Are you listening?
Woo! Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
People decided to show up. I feel so special today.
I didn't expect to see Tip-Ball here when after the screen came on. It was a shocker.
Well, he was a surprise guest.
I'm not saying that there was an accident in the lab or something that caused me to be out of uniform because my lab coat had to be cleaned, but there may have been an accident somewhere that caused me have to get that. So I'm out of uniform today.
Well, you just had to chant the is it scriptures I sent you.
That's it. I must have done it wrong. My pronunciation must have been wrong.
Oh, you killed it. That was a really good skit you did.
Well, I enjoyed
it. Your Hellfire shirt is totally suitable attire.
Indeed.
Yeah. Man, everybody excited? Today is Friday.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
That means TC Dude can go out and partay.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah,
right. Is it really your Friday, or you got to work?
I wish, bro. I actually do work today, but I am off tomorrow. I get the rare Saturday off as a Red Bull can clinks.
He's like, I'm drinking the coffee and the Red Bulls. I'm going for all the energy I possibly can put together.
Yeah, caffeine. Let's go.
Caffeine. Well, today I chose a topic I feel like has to be reiterated because I think we're finally turning a loop, and some people are still being negative.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, don't be negative. But I want to welcome everybody here in chat. Who's in chat? I want to say hello to Richie Dubs. I want to say hello to Mrs. Hillbilly. Zombie at 4 Keeps Gaming. D. Lawson. Yes. Dark. Hello. Dark Raven. And as I'm welcoming you all to my show, to the channel, I want to let you know that this channel is officially sponsored by carnsautopia.com, where you can get sweet Magic Gathering dice bags like this, or like that little one floating on the side over there. Or you can get these vinyl line dice bags. You can get these little strawberry dice bags. You can get these lapel pins of awesomeness. You can get these command zones. Boop, boop. And you can get customized paintings. On top of that, are little glow in the darky, black lighty dragon tails that are pretty awesome. So snag yourself one up today. Only at carnsautopia.com. Woo! Shill segment over. So this weekend, my plan is to get the sleeves and playmat shipped out by Monday. Well, on Monday, because we got the weekend to do it. So if you want a playmat and I don't have your address, expect me this weekend to get a hold of you for that information.
All right. Why don't you just get James Willis to get a hold of him? Because all he has to do is shake his cane at him.
Right. But I don't want to make people feel like they're forced to give me that information. I want them to give it willingly. All right. Oh, man. So, how you doing today, everybody? How you doing, Hillbilly?
I'm doing great. I had some great games on Arena this morning. I was kicking butt on Arena left and right with the Boros deck that I've made this morning.
Good. How you doing, Tabal?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to hear that Hillbilly had a good run there. My run's been off lately on Arena. I'm almost to the point of where I'm like, maybe I'll give it up. But then I thought, well, maybe I'll check in with Hillbilly and see what he's got brewing. Maybe we'll have a good idea of a good deck to play there.
Yeah, good deck, good time, good games. How you doing, TCG dude?
I'm doing good, man. I actually was off yesterday, so I got a chance to do a couple errands, went to the store, got some groceries, some new work pants and shirts, and I actually got to put the cherry on top and get a couple of the new Fallout Commander decks. So yeah, I may be able to participate in a pre-con with y'all.
What you get?
So I got the Mothman deck and then the Mardu Hail Caesar deck.
Ooh.
Oh wow,
Nice.
pretty spicy.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
saucy.
Truth be told, I actually got 2 Mothman decks because I'm totally gonna sell one.
Mothman.
Mothman is so good.
Got to be careful with it, though. You know, some people can rad themselves right out of the game.
All right.
Not to pick on Hillbilly or nothing.
12 life, 12 rad counters. Yikes.
I guess Hillbilly just wasn't rad enough for the game.
Yep, that's what happened.
Not that time.
Kidding. All right. So, anything fun happened to you guys this week? This little beginning of the weekend? Any good Friday synergies? Any Thursday synergies going on that just got you jumping, walking, talking? I mean, hell, we got to ball on 2 days in a row. Man,
crazy, huh?
Yeah, it is crazy.
I'll be working on some more. I finally got the cards I needed to update my Tulane deck. There were 2 decks of mine that were specifically very weak. Despite I can't say Tulane was a weak commander, but I got the cards that I needed, so I actually have some win conditions to go for in there. So I'll be doing that and updating that on my channel very soon. And my Angie deck is the next one to start building over and kind of revamping. So that's what's excitement on my weekend.
Tulane is one of my favorite little commanders. I actually have a Tulane deck that's going to be upgraded too, but it's pretty trigger happy and kind of OP. Like, I don't play it a lot because it likes to overrun games. Just like DC dude at Dave and Buster's.
Actually, so not to be that guy, but as per my company policy, I cannot or can deny. I may or may not, confirm my actual employment. But I will tell you that it does rhyme with slave and rusters.
Oh, my Lord. I'm just talking about how epic you are. All right.
Thanks, Brody. Hey, you know what? Next week, man, I wish that you could be in my neck of the woods. Next week, we got a Magic Origins draft going on at one of my LGS.
What?
Yeah,
that means you got
bro.
a chance to pull one of the flip walkers.
Exactly. A flip what?
Flip what? They start as creatures and they flip into planeswalkers. Jace is my favorite. Liliana is my second. Nissa is my third.
Right. Oh, and then who can forget the 1-mana Gideon?
1-mana Gideon. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That sounds awesome. All right. People are talking about Godzilla in chat. Godzilla and Kong. Probably a good movie. I bet it deals with lots of smashing, crashing, and monsters. All right. All right. So, Hillbilly. What is the first segment of the day we get into?
Oh.
What is that segment?
That's ain't Deck of the Day. It's
Card of the Day.
Woo! Card of the day. We got Pillage the Bog. We discovered this card last night. I'm like, this card is OP, powerful, and fun. Walt's gonna be like, where do I put this? I need this card in my life. I'm like, it's a good card. You know, Hillbilly, I think you should read this card because it's up your alley.
Oh, yes, it is. Pillage the Bog. 1 black and 1 green. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is twice the number of lands you control. Put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And you can also plot this for a generic, a black, and a green. Now, plot is a new mechanic where you can play a spell for free by exiling it and playing it on a later turn.
Right. Plot is basically protecting it from being discarded from your hand is the only way I can rationalize it.
It-
But it's
like
a solid. It's a solid dig card. I mean, it gets more powerful with more land. Well, it gets more dig power out with more lands because twice the number of lands you control. You dig that deep. You put one of them into your hand, which is all right. You put the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. Now, what would have broken this card is if I put it in your graveyard, like those cards. That would have been too OP because graveyard shenanigans. But it's to your hand, one card to your hand, and that's pretty solid in a deck for decks like this. And I think this is designed for like standard and commander play. The plot is almost irrelevant here because you're paying an additional one. But I guess if you have to pay more to store it, basically store it like your little acorn nuts, and protect it for a bit from being discarded, and you can use it when you get more lands out to dig way deeper when you're desperate for your answers.
I almost wish that instead of on the bottom of the library, it went to the graveyard instead. That would make the cards so OP.
Yeah, that's right. It would have been way, way OP. I agree. So drink some coffee.
One word I could say to sum this up: awesomeness.
Yeah. This kind of reminds me of is the Bog of Eternal Stench. If you guys catch that reference.
That is cool artwork and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like how the green and purples are dividing the artwork. It's like, weirdly, you could recognize the card from across the table if you saw it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, now we got 3 pictures of the day that I want to share with you. I got, boom, this is my Friday face. Yeah. That's probably me. That's like a picture of me staring at a piece of pizza that I want. Hi. Then, boom, that moment when you realize it's Friday. Really? That's right. Then, did someone say Friday? Put a shrimp on the bobby. Yeah, pretty good. I just thought those were fun little memes for the day. Ooh, I'm missing out. Twiddler, good afternoon.
What's up, Twiddler?
Stoked to go through. All right. I found 2 boxes of ancient MTG today in a basement cleanup job. They like a limited Ice Age Champion Series era. Well, that sounds awesome. Too bad they won't be filmed, right? Unless you plan on filming them, they're going through them. That'd be awesome. But I don't know if you have the setup. But that'd be cool if you did. I think you get some great retention there, especially from people like me who want to see.
Definitely watch it. Definitely.
Doc Raven says she saw Ghostbusters. It was good. I still haven't seen the first one of this new series.
Same here. I gotta check that out.
I've seen them all except for the last one they just came out with.
Yeah. Yep. Ghostbusters.
I haven't seen any of the Ghostbusters, unfortunately. I'm too busy watching everybody else on YouTube.
Good answer.
Everybody. Well, YouTube and streaming has become like the new norm now. Like it's even shown in movies like The Little Mermaid. Like The Little Mermaid bombed in theaters, the live action remake, but exploded on Disney Plus when it was released there. It's why go spend $60-$70 at a theater when you can spend $18 a month to watch it on Netflix or Disney Plus?
Yep.
You are not kidding, dude. When you were teasing me about it being $60 to go to the movies this weekend or whatever, or this week when I told you I was going, it was $50 freaking bucks, dude. $14.75 for a matinee price out here.
Wow, matinee! Oh god,
that was for a matinee, right? I mean, I got to get out of California, man. It's killing us,
right?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. They're gonna tax you. California's gonna tax you so hard. I mean, they already have an air tax because they're trying to control the pollution. And they probably have a tax for when you sneeze. Every time someone says "bless you," that's currency out of their mouth.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been to movie theater in years.
Yeah, I haven't been in a movie theater. I haven't really been in a movie theater since Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness.
I didn't.
Wow.
I seen that on Disney Plus. I didn't even go see that.
It was all right. Like we watched it in 3D, so it was better in 3D. But the movie still, suffered from its lacklusterness.
Yep.
Like it was a decent film, but if you never watched the WandaVision show, a lot is a miss. You're like, okay,
Yeah, you're missing
why
a
is
lot
this
of
good
it.
guy bad guy now?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
To be
like
fair,
you have to watch WandaVision to make sense.
yeah. To be fair, we saw Dune in the theater. And I'm not saying you should pay $50 like we did to go see it, but definitely try to catch that in the theater if you can, just for the sound and the visuals and stuff. Cause it definitely was good. We weren't at all disappointed with that. Just disappointed with what came out of the wallet. That's all.
Disappointed the wallet. My wallet lost weight more than I did.
Exactly.
Man, let's see. So the topic of the day. Let's get into the topic of the day, because this might be a short topic. It might be a fun topic. It might be a lengthy topic. Who knows? I think it'll be a shorter topic because I think I nailed it across the head. But the topic of the day is it's okay to have fun with Magic the Gathering in the show. And the whole premise of this one is kind of like saying you don't need our permission to have fun. Like some people act like they do. Some people rely on other people's opinions to judge the game and how they have fun. With the rise of negativity and how Wizards of the Coast is handling products and product releases, product designs, etc., when reprints hit the sheets and make a person feel all weird inside, if you see something fun you want to play with, that's okay. It's okay for you to have fun. It's okay if you want to enjoy Magic the Gathering. No one should have a say or have control over how you feel about the game of Magic the Gathering. You don't have to agree with how Wizards or people handle or treat the game as the new sets and cards are spoiled. If you love something in Magic the Gathering, embrace it. Your mental health is important. If you love the game, you should not be altercated because of something new. Especially for the older players, evolution is a force that will happen. If you like it or not, like a company adapting to survive, if WOTC feels like it has to change, let them. Do not let them affect how you feel, especially towards the game. Let's open the floor to hear everyone else's opinion. Ooh, who wants to start that one off?
I guess I'll go.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah. So to be honest, man, like I definitely am not a drama llama, and I've come to realize that unfortunately, on the YouTube and internet space, drama kind of thrives, and I've been able to take a step back and be like, man, I can enjoy Magic just, maybe watching some YouTube videos like that are deep divers like Ristic Studies talking about the intricacies of card frames, or I can, look up artists' Twitter feeds and see what they're doing. I could just play Arena casually, right? You don't have to get caught in the hubbub of what WOTC or Hasbro specifically is doing as a company. You know what I'm saying? You can enjoy the baby that has grown up to make its own empire, aka Magic the Gathering. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, first, really quick, I want to say hello to Savannah Lyons. Gosh, it's got to be like 2-3 in the morning for you. Hey, welcome to the show. Thank you for stopping by. If at least you're just stopping by to wave hi. I'm so happy you're here. James Willis says, wait a damn minute. I've been doing this for 30 years and you're telling me I was supposed to be having fun? Right? Excuse me. So one thing that is for certain is Magic the Gathering is a hobby. Like it could be a sport, but Wizards of the Coast is kind of neutering that aspect, sadly. Like, pro tours. I used to think of Magic the Gathering as more of a sport game back in the day when pro tours were actually important and the thing you wanted to strive for, even if you're just a casual player like me. But it's more of a hobby. And if a hobby causes you grief, don't do it. If a hobby is fun, go ahead and do it. If you enjoy it. Like if you like painting miniatures and playing Warhammer, play Warhammer. I mean, you'll go broke faster doing that, but give it time. Wizards of the Coast will catch up. And thinking of Warhammer, Captain Waffles.
Hey.
Hey. He popped in. He went boop.
Yeah,
All right.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. You're good. You can go ahead.
Well, I find Magic to be, a fun game to play, and yeah, they're still, throwing out all these collections too fast for us to get used to a set. However, it still has a fun aspect to it.
Right.
And by them keeping that fun aspect to it, you can still have fun with Magic.
What I worry about is the overall health of the game and the longevity of it. They talk about in different articles and so on and stuff. They mentioned about Hasbro killing the golden goose. I wonder what the remnants are going to be when they finally do that, because it does feel like that's happening. So I think about those things, and instead of trying to dwell on those, I try to look at playing more in person. In my case, for me, I have that option, I have that availability. So that's really the thing that I've been trying to concentrate on. And in my case, I've been really lucky because my wife has gotten into it over the last year, and she's been able to rekindle my spark and love for the game by looking at it through her new player eyes. And, she gets excited about cards that I'm like, why would you use that? She's like, yeah, but I want to use it. And I'm like, well, okay, let's find a way to do it. So I think concentrating more on your immediate surroundings and the people that you surround yourself with, I think that's going to lead to the your overall enjoyment of the game, and spend less time worrying about the bigger picture, which is the thing that I tend to get hung up on occasionally. I try not to, and trying to refocus the way I'm looking at the game. I think if I take care of myself and those around me first, these other things will fall into place later on, or they will, whatever. If it's something that we wind up playing at home only and there's no more support for it, well, that's fine. We're still having fun, still spending time with the friends in the area and stuff. So that's good.
Right. Well, one thing you hearkened on, and is one thing I think a lot of people need to understand, is Wizards of the Coast is going through their own transformation, and they're trying to evolve as a company and they're trying to grow bigger. But they've made it clear twice now. First the time telling us to interact with the product we want to interact with, and second time their quarterly reports when they dropped, right? The truth is the health of Wizards of the Coast is not our problem. We can't, like, as much as we might care about it, if they flop, if they don't, if they struggle, if they don't struggle, that's all in their hands, not our hands. But for people like us, long-term players who played for a long time or collected for a long time and started playing, we loved the game from a long time ago. And there's a lot of history, a lot of personal lore. Like, we all got our stories from back in the day. We love the game for what it was, and we don't have to love the game for what it is now. But there's stuff that we can reminisce about. And the best thing about reminiscing of Magic is you can pull out that old deck and play it and remember that you had those fun times. Or those pre-releases, like when I stayed up for pre-releases for whole weekends, like Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Like Friday, go to a pre-release, go home, chill out, go back on Saturday, like late night pre-release, and stay. And the store owner let me and my friend, and a couple other people, like, they trusted, sleep overnight because the pre-release for Sunday was in the morning, so we didn't miss it. So we had 3 days of pre-releases are fun, right? Those are memories we had. Wizards can't change that. They can't change that anymore. They might not be able to go back to how it used to be, but they're definitely not trying to get back to how they were. They're changing, and we live in a digital age now, and they're trying to focus both on digital and physical products, which must be kind of hard. But they're still trying to give us enjoyment. It seems like they kind of slipped out. But still, it's okay for you to enjoy the game. You don't need my permission. You don't need Hillbilly's permission.
You need mine. You need mine.
Permission, right? You don't need nobody's permission really to have fun, especially when you have memories. Hey, Captain Waffles, you here?
He must be having internet issues.
Dun,
Yes,
dun, dun,
dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun. But yeah, it's like there's so much things you can have fun with. I mean, like why would you build like 30 decks like the ball? Why would you build a
bad
cube?
idea? Don't do that. A cube, that's a good idea. Cube's
Right?
a good idea.
You know, why build a cube to remember the good times, the cards you loved back in the day, you know?
I think that's a good point to the cube and stuff, is the fact that you can build and design your own experience.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, there he is.
There he
Okay, yeah.
is.
We're traveling. So let me turn the camera on real quick. See, we're heading down to California. So yeah, it's kind of spotty service right here. So
Oh, I'm glad you get to stop in and say hi.
yeah, I just wanted to hop in and say hi.
Wait. Don't leave quite yet. Because where are you? Boom.
Here.
Captain
Hey.
Waffle for the pool game extravaganza, April 20th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. $5 per pool. Every 5 pools bought equals 1 extra spot in the prize wheel. Grand prize is 1. Outlaws of Thunder Junction Play Booster Box. Visit YouTube or Patreon for information to purchase pulls and see all prizes.
Cool.
Nice. Is there one
Yeah, we're-
specific video to go to find out that information, or you're posting on all your videos right now?
So right now, the main video to go is episode 5 of Wafflecast. It has a little bit more information, and then
Episode
when
5,
I
you
get
said?
back, I will be posting probably like a Patreon post, a YouTube actual post of like prize wheel information and stuff. But as far as like paying for everything, you just go to PayPal and type in the email at episode 5. So
Yeah, episode 5. This is the latest episode, so it's his newest video.
yeah, it's the newest, but I'm about an hour and a half from California, right? So
Yeah, you're closer to Debalt than any one of us.
Yep.
All right.
yeah.
Good night, Savannah
So-
Lions.
Yeah, it's been a early morning, so in the car while we're going, so it's fun.
All right, have fun, bud. Thanks for stopping
Yeah,
by.
I'll definitely. Trip.
Drive safe, Captain Waffles.
Drive safe.
All right,
be
thanks, guys.
safe. Yep. Woo. We'll talk about a commercial break there. Whoop, whoop. All right. Well, so you were saying to Paul about Cube and stuff.
Yeah, it's just that it seems like a really interesting and good way to curate your experience with the cube with Magic.
Mhm.
That there's a way of capturing your, your specific. You're never going to go back and live those things. There's never going to be that thrill of the very first time you did Ravnica, but
Right.
you could definitely go back and enjoy it again and experience some of those feelings and some of that nostalgia. So that seems like a really good way to do it.
It is a good way to do it, especially when you pull some of your favorite cards, janky cards, epic cards, powerful cards, and you get to put them in a deck, and you get to revitalize the deck building experience every time you play. It's always exciting, especially when the variance is there. Like Cube is one of my favorite formats, even though it's not really a format, but a way to play Magic, because the format is drafting, and the Cube is a curated collection of cards for drafting. Love it. James is loving it. Look at that. He's putting Randy, Cube. He's like putting all the cheat codes in the chat for it. But yeah, so like Cube is the ultimate way to play your old experience, and it's a good way to have fun. And you can always update it with newer cards. Like the card of today was awesome.
Yep.
All right. So TCG Dude says he has something important to say. And that has been
No, I'm
awarded
just
by
kidding.
TCG.
Yeah, right. Oh goodness. No, that reminds me of freaking Tina on Bob's Burgers when
Yeah.
she gets nervous.
Right.
I'm actually, like, truth be told, I had a quick bio break, but outside of that, I am on TCG Player browsing through Anger Collection's store here, and he's actually got some pretty interesting pickups.
Yeah, yeah, he's doing pretty good. But also has a TCG store to Balta Princes. Links in the description below.
Yeah, maybe I'll give that a check.
Right. And TCG, dude, you're still closed down at the moment on TCG Player.
I am closed down. So like my store is up, but like, and I'm a level 4 seller, but I don't have any inventory up right now. I'm kind of going through and figuring out what all I want to get rid of. Honestly, that's kind of, I feel like, not to make a huge rabbit trail, but I'm kind of at a crossroads where I'm like, well, now that I have some stable income, am I really trying to get rid of all my cardboard, or what cards are more important? You know what I'm saying? What should I hold on to, or like maybe even a little bit more extreme? Should I reduce all the way down to like 10 playable decks, right? Have one deck or 2 deck per format, and then just get rid of everything else minus a couple binders. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Too bad he can't sell mystery packs on TCG Player.
Right? Oh God, that would be rife with scams. But yes, that would be nice.
Well, I believe you. Like it'd be rife with scams. Like people are like, oh, here's a random. Random mix of cards, but it'd be cool if you could download your product like that. And you know what? Even if it was rife with scams, people's reviews would shut down channels fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's been fun there. But so having fun with Magic the Gathering. Let's kind of swerve the conversation a little, like dig in the recess of your memory banks, back in the day. And I know some of you are newer to this, like Hillbilly is newer to Magic than most of us here. But like, what are fun experiences that carry you today still when it comes to playing Magic? Like, what is something that you did, an experience you had, or a moment that gave you like an aha moment that you really loved the game?
Besides losing to Tortoise because I miscounted 2 weeks ago.
Oh, goodness.
I had that game. I had it.
Yeah.
Oh man. So I mean, those are the experiences that you remember and stuff. Like even though I lost, like I'm not mad about it. It was okay. That was fun. Those are the things that are really enjoyable and that are talked about long after they've happened or whatever and stuff. Even getting punched in the face for 18. It happens.
You're
Also toward
it.
My enjoyment was me losing to my own dang gone spell.
At exactly 12. Exactly 12 life, and exactly 12 life is what it costs you.
Oh wow, that's insane. Yeah, the rad counter story.
That is the one thing that I do appreciate, that and then not everybody can play in paper or whatever, but the fact that Spell Table lets us from all over the country experience that together and stuff. That's what's really awesome and stuff. Those are the positive things that you can take away from Magic and stuff. And I really I'm not necessarily comfortable jumping on just in any game or whatever, but like being able to see you guys and being able to play with people that I know and stuff starting out, I'm more likely to maybe join into some other games and stuff like that. So that's good. And I think that brings more positivity to the game for sure.
That's good. And remember, everybody, Saturdays is when we do Hillbilly and I's game nights for Spell Table. 2 in the afternoon for Hillbilly and 8 p.m. for Tortoise, which Absolute Dog's out of town for a bit, so I was hoping we can scrap up 4 people still.
I'm game tomorrow.
I think I'm going to commit to trying to show up there. So if anybody else out there wants to beat me down and stuff, feel free.
Yeah, I can't be the only one beating up to ball.
Well, I'll bring the red counters.
All right.
I still ain't learned my lesson.
Maybe
No,
I'll
that's
play
an
a
awesome deck
tractor.
for sure.
Maybe I'll play my tractor deck. My tractor deck is one of my weaker decks, weirdly. But like maybe because it's 4 colors, I don't know. I don't seem to pull off tracks as super powerful. So I'll probably play Traxa. Because I
It's
love
got a lot of moving parts. It's 4 colors, so you
That's
know.
true. A lot of moving parts. You know what? That new card that we showed off today would be good in that deck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like one of my favorite moments in Magic, that one of the moments I showed that how much I love the game, and I've talked about the story so many times, is when Rise of Eldrazi was coming out and the store was doing a release of information day. Like, you know how they out on YouTube, Wizards of the Coast will do a small YouTube event showcasing the set coming out and talking about the new mechanics. Well, back in the day, they used to send videotapes and DVDs to stores that would showcase that information, and they'd have like a little launch party card that they'd give you for attending. And me and my friend had to walk like X amount of miles, and we're desperate for a ride, so I had to pay my sister in a long time loan to give us a ride, because it took me a while to pay her back because we hardly ever saw each other because of work and everything. But like in the last minute, she gave us a ride all the way down to our game store, which was like 6 miles down the road. And man, we got to see Emrakul shown. And my sister still gives me crap today. She's like, I can't believe you did all that just to see a card. I thought he was getting something cool, going to a tournament or something. But no, it was just for spoiler season. But man, we were so hyped to see what the big new thing was. And that's one of the things I feel is kind of lacking in Magic the Gathering's world today, is that hype train. It's not so bad. But just like the cinematic Marvel universe, it's kind of gotten expected. We're too spoiled with information, you know.
That's one thing about it. The hype train has come to a stop.
It's not the hype train that's come to a stop. It's the fact that it's hype train all the time. You get tired of the hype train. That's what kind of boggles people down.
It's hard to keep that momentum and stuff if it's always happening and stuff. When we get a new set or we get something spoiled every 2 months or less, it's like it's hard to maintain that level of excitement for everything. I mean, it used to be, but then we go back to the thing about, engage with the products you want or whatever, because I was not looking forward to Thunder Junction.
Right.
But now that I'm seeing some of the cards or whatever, I'm like, oh, they kind of got me in my soft spot. They're doing the Western theme. And though I don't have conflicted feelings about mixing Magic with, real world settings, it's like, oh man, I'm kind of getting excited about, not getting excited, but I am sort of looking forward to, it's fair enough to say you're getting excited. I'm getting excited about some of the stuff now.
Oh yeah.
But it's just the set. It will wane with the next set or whatever, probably. I mean, I like the little furry animals and stuff, but I'm probably not going to be as excited. So I think that's the thing to hang on to and stuff. Going back to what your topic initially or whatever, it's okay for me to be excited about Thunder Junction and maybe not so much about the next set or whatever.
Right.
So just ride those waves, I guess.
Ride the waves. Take it one card at a time.
When I first heard about Thunder Junction, I was like, ugh, their sex set is going to suck. But since I've seen some of the cards, I'm liking it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I disagree with Thunder Junction is the whole mount mechanic. It's like such a weird mechanic.
What is the mount mechanic? I haven't seen that yet.
It's like a creature has saddle on it is a mount creature. And then you can mount it with another creature like you're riding the creature.
Okay.
So the creatures are usually just like a vanilla creature, but if you mount it, it gains an ability of some sort.
Kind of a variation of
like
mutate,
Croon,
sort of, or
well,
kind of like more like Croon.
More like what?
Like, you know how
like
you crew a
crewing it. Okay.
vehicle?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's the same thing as crewing a vehicle, but it turns a creature from a basic creature into a more powerful creature based on its ability by tapping down a creature. And the flavor's not all there. There's a one powered hippogriff with like 2 butt that has to be mounted by a creature with power 3 or more. That's like putting an elephant on a horse.
Okay. Interesting. I saw you guys on DJs yesterday and stuff. You were talking about the artwork actually had that vampire looked like he was getting shot up or whatever. So I didn't come in to see the mount, or maybe you guys talked about that then.
There was a couple times we did. I don't know I think it was later in the episode when we talked about it, because I was like debating mount. Mount was because people saying creatures you tap are mounted, but mount's a creature type. It's a subtype of creature, and it's just weird. It's like they did it for flavor, but it mechanically just kind of wastes a good draft game. It takes away from the limited game, which I think the most powerful mount creature spoiled is the Great Dog monster.
Yep.
The Great Dog.
Okay. Yeah.
But like, yeah, because it's like powerfully adjacent. It's like a 5-mana 6/5 or something with trample, and it gets a pretty powerful ability if it connects to a player.
Okay, I think that that's something else too. When they try to force in these keywords, either they'll, and I'm not saying they necessarily did force this one in or whatever, but I think that those things will sort themselves out. The best of the mechanics will see play, and those that they're trying to squeeze in there will just drop by the wayside and stuff. There's a lot of keywords that just aren't relevant anymore. But I mean, again, you go to Commander and stuff, and suddenly you can make things useful again. So it'll find its place, I guess.
Well, it is. I mean, like plot in its own right is like a controlled variation of suspend. And instead of having suspend counters, you can cast it anytime. You can cast a spell at its speed for free once it's plotted.
Sorcery speed.
Well, I think instance you can cast at instant speed if it's on an instant.
Oh, okay.
Who knows?
It'll turn an instant into a sorcery.
But either way, it's still like a suspend card. It's hand protection. It protects it from being discarded. From your hand. It's there. It's gonna be a timing mechanic.
When I first heard that, I guess the first thing that popped into my mind, of course, was foretell.
Right.
Being able to foretell them, because you can put them somewhere else, put them out in that exile or whatever, as a foretold fashion or whatever, and then use them later. But in that case, you have to pay for it. So it's kind of an updated mechanic where you don't have to pay for the cost a second time.
Right. That's why I like the suspend idea, because you're exiling it and you get to cast it. But instead of having suspend counters, the controlling when you can cast it for free whenever that you're available to.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a time thing. Like how plot is just like a plot on the card of the day today cost more than the cost of the cast of spell. Like, why would he cast more mana for that spell? You're paying 3 mana to cast it any time in the future. Well, I guess if you're going against the discard deck and you can save that card, you can put it aside and dig deeper later. It only gets 1 card into your hand, but it just digs deeper the more lands it control.
Sometimes that 1 card makes all the difference.
Yeah. So it's interesting, and that's why I like the card. It's a 2-mana dig spell in black and green. And it doesn't care about what card you're getting. It doesn't care about enchantments. It doesn't care about lands. It doesn't care.
Nice.
Yep. But for a plot ability, you can only, whatever you plot, you can only cast it at a later turn. A different turn for free. And it turns everything, because you can only cast it at sorcery speed.
Oh, yeah. It's still a fun mechanic.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Better than mount, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
And also, since we're talking about this, Outlaws Thunder Junction, I might be into the early access, because they're doing early access on the 10th.
Nice.
So that means it'll be like a 15+ hour stream
Oh, God.
on the 10th.
Get those bottles ready.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really.
That's a trucker joke. All right, I caught that joke. The bottle's enough for drinking, hillbilly.
No.
All right. But now we actually have time for today. Hillbilly, what is the second second segment of the day?
Is that the
The deck of the day is brought to you by Red Cub Leather. High quality leather deck boxes and merchandise. Customizable options are available. The link is in the description box below.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change.
Woo! So the deck of the day here is Lord Windgrace. I found this deck called Jun Lands. It's commander legal. It has a pretty price tag, $1,034.62. But for the price of it, it doesn't have a super high salt score, meaning it's probably fun to play and without being too salty. Lord Windgrace costs 2 generic, black, red, and green Jun. Legendary Planeswalker Windgrace. So you can +2 this 5 loyalty Planeswalker to discard a land card, draw a card. If a land was discarded, draw an additional card. You can pay 3, or you can neg 3 them to return 2 target land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Or you can neg 11 you can -11 his ability to destroy up to target 6 target non-land permanents. This creature creates 6/2/2 green cat warrior creature tokens with Forest Walk. You can be your commander. And this card has Crucible Worlds in it, which is pretty solid. I think this deck's price tag is based off the variants, probably. Crucible Worlds is in here. That's a good $20 card. That's pretty saucy. You got Hammer Perforos for a haste engine. But what we wanted to look at right here is creatures, because I think there's like Ancient Green Warden, some landfall carried creatures here. Ancient Green Warden costs 6 mana for 5/7. You may play land cards from your graveyard. Another ability to get on those lands you're discarding. If a land entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, it triggers an additional time. Then you got Augur of Autumn. And then you got Avengers Zendikar, which is classic. Yeah. You got Zeus Elaspa Seeking for those double land triggers. You got Braid's Arisen Nightmare because, hey, we can sacrifice lands all day. You got Corsair Crewfix to play extra lands, Dread Presence to double up on swamps. You got Dryad Elysian Grove. You got Elvish Reclaimer, which is pretty solid. As long as you have 3 or more land cards in your graveyard, he has +2/+2. It's just a simple creature where you sacrifice land, draw. You can search your library for a land card put in your hand. It just helps you get lands in the graveyard. You can see the theme here is getting lands into your graveyard. You got Green Sleeves Moral Sorcerer, which is a pretty powerful card. You got Kodama the East Tree, which is pretty solid in this deck. You got Kira. Yeah, Kira the Boundless Sky. Ooh, that's a pretty good card. You got Mina and Din Wildborn. He would help you get more of those extra lands out. You got Multani Yavimai's Avatar. Pretty solid. Giving you those +1/+1s for the lands you control. You got Nissa Vastwood Seer. This is a Planeswalker I need right here. This and Vastwood Seer is pretty good. Switch over to a Planeswalker, Nissa Sage Animist. Yeah. Oracle Moldad. Get more of those lands, land control with top decking. Yeah. So you got Remnak Excavator. Yeah. I like it. Scoot Swarm, because Scoot Swarm is a menace. You got Shigeki Jukai Visionary. Oh, where did he go? Right here. Shigeki Jukai Visionary. He costs 2 mana for 1/3. Pay 2, return Shigeki Juvenile Visionary to its owner's hand. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. And you may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped. Put the rest into your graveyard. Oh, I like this. Soul of Windgrace, which I think this isn't here for flavor, because it's not that amazing. Great Attack Monster. Yeah, that's a really good draw engine for this attacker. Pretty solid. You got Titiana. Oh, no. Got Titiana Nature's Force.
But why?
He got Titiana Protector of Argoth, which is actually solid in this deck too. Got Titiana Voice of Gaia, and you got Wayward Swordtooth. Whew, that's a big roster. For enchantments, you got Abundance, you got Binding of the Old Gods, Druid Class, Exploration, Prismatic Omen, and Valakut Exploration. Landfall triggers. For instance, you got Rub Decay for some removal, Assassin's Trophy as well, Beast Within, Corrosive Mist, Constant Mists to prevent combat damage, buyback, pretty good. Crop Rotation, Font of Vigor, Realms Uncharted, and Terminate. We're not going to really go through them because they're just pretty basic. And
Well, I do see one land. They got the very top land goes with the combo with the build ability.
He goes with it's the transform one. Yes. It won't let me transform it to show the other side, which is weird. But I see what you're saying.
Goes with the meld.
Yeah. All right. It doesn't let me transform it.
Well,
yeah. No. Then for Planeswalkers, you got Nissa Shadowed Bows, Nissa Vital Force. You got Nissa who shakes the world. There's a lot of Nissa in this deck. Nissa the World Waker. You got Vraska Golgari Queen, Rin 7, which is pretty solid, and Rin 6, which is double solid. And for sorceries, you got Blasphemous Act, Chain Reaction, Damnation. You got Farseek. You got Hour of Promise. You got some good board wipes and stuff in here. Life of the Loam. I love it. Nature's Lore. Tempt with Discovery. That's a pretty good card for this deck. 3 Visits and Toxic Deluge, which is kind of overrated nowadays.
Nice.
Still powerful. Still powerful. And that, my friends, has been the deck of the day.
Ooh, yeah.
I feel inadequate now because my Lord Ruin Grace only costs $150.
Huh? Hey, it could be.
Oh, $130, not even 100. Yeah, it started as a pre-con, got upgraded though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. You gotta be good. You gotta be good. So, how you guys feeling over there?
Feeling pretty good.
Good.
Yeah.
Refining my shopping list over here. Outside of that, though, getting ready for the shill section.
Close enough. Close enough. We actually have one more segment to get to.
Oh, no! I'm ruining things.
Ruining things, though. Yeah, we actually have time to do it. And we're just going to go over standard cards today because of the time, but it'll be fun. But yeah, we got to the movers and shakers. Hell yeah.
What?
Movers shakers here plus 2%. It's Cavern of Souls to 38.65. Cavern of Souls is being pretty awesome over there. 1% movement, which is very little movement. 31.43. We got Roaming Throne, just being a $30 card. Boom, boom. But seeing a small movement at 2% is 25.55. We got Vein Ripper, just doing evil things. Then now let's look for some serious movement here. We got a 9% at 337. You got Slime Against Humanity, just going up. Awesome. And checking down the list, we got plus 5% down here movement at $1.90. Got Edition 2 Heavens is 1. I know Hillbilly has a copy of that card because I sent him one. Yep. 11% increase on the 70-cent card. You got Archfiend Dross. Archfiend Dross. Aftermath Analyst. Then those are some of the biggest movers shakers today. Plus 6% for $1.72. Tiver Stand. Woo woo. Nice. And there's some small movers here. Plus 4%, 283. Edgar Charmed Groom. I know someone who needs that card. And plus 3%, 383. We got City on Fire. A lot, not too much movement here. Standards is chilling. It's still healthy, but like the movements, I think the biggest thing in movement here is Slime Against Humanity, which is just a play on words, everybody. It's all right, card. But my friends, that has been the movers and shakers. Boom.
Nice.
That's right. Now we can cordially relax, breathe, get to the shill section, which I have to be like, hey, Hillbilly.
All righty. I we are on my channel. We are at 411. Woo, that's great.
Nice.
And starting next month, there will be a giveaway to celebrate 400 subs.
400 subs.
And first play, grand prize will be a commander deck. And then there's going to be the second prize, which will be 3 winners. It will be for 12 packs of cards for 3 winners. That is a whole box split up between three winners.
Boop, boop.
And also, early access is back on for the next set. And it is the 10th. I have not received any information yet whether I can do it or not. But if I can, it'll be a 15 plus hour stream.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I will be cutting that stream into segments so it will stay on YouTube, because if you stream too long on YouTube, they tend to delete your video.
Yeah. And to clarify, it might be up to 15 hours, might be 12 hours. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
I know how Billy works.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's get to the next shill segment. TC Dude, anything to shill?
Yo. Actually,
Yo.
yeah. So I am running a box battle for Corset 2014. It is non-English. It is Chinese simplified, but it is modern legal. Card stock is great. And of course, handled by yours truly. It's 6 seats for the battle. I'm currently at 3. I'm holding 3 seats there, to be honest with you. So it's pretty much going to be me versus a couple other people. $20 a head and $5 for shipping. So pretty much 25 out the door is going to be 5 packs, and then CMC high and low for 3 extra packs. Pretty much the traditional box battle dealio. So yeah, man. Honestly, like, I love foreign boxes, and I kind of wanted to open it myself, to be honest with you, but I was like, you know what? No. We're gonna make this interesting, and we're gonna share the love, right? We're gonna
Right.
experience magic in more than just one toxic ass way.
Yeah. Sounds
Oop.
good. Bill Austin seems interested in a box battle. If you're not subscribed to TCG Dude's channel or part of his Discord, you should go ahead. Hold on.
There's a
Yeah.
question for you. There's a question
bro?
in the chat for you, TCG Dude, from D Lawson.
Yeah, some box battle. I'll go ahead and shoot him the deets here real quick.
All right, here's a Discord link right here to TCG Dude's Discord. Boom.
Thank you. I appreciate that, my man.
Yeah. And why are you doing that? We're gonna switch over to Tybalt. The
Hey.
evil forces of Tybalt is going to shill.
Nothing much to shill. I just want folks check me out on Instagram. I know people don't generally go cross-platform. If you watch on YouTube, you stay on YouTube. But if you want more up-to-the-date daily content, Instagram is a place to find me. Tybalt_apprentice there. My wife helps me keep up on that, and so she's always posting cool cards that we're coming across as we pick through our boxes. So you can see that. Obviously, find me on YouTube at Tybalt's Apprentice, very near that 500 subscriber mark. So once that gets done, we're going to open that box of Eldritch Moon and look for some more exciting content that, I'm going to need to talk to you super fast about very soon here. I'm getting very close to wanting to record that. So we'll see if you can spend a few minutes to sit down with me in the lab and maybe talk about a commander deck of yours.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good times.
Good times. Now I get to show. Boop. Ah. Sorry, my face scared you, but it's all right. I was born this way. Not my fault. So today I plan on doing some stream a little bit later today when I get some mailing, because I'm supposed to be getting some mail day, which will be awesome when that comes in. Then tonight at 8 p.m. I should be streaming Spider-Man, Radioactive Spider-Man. And that's all I really got to show today. Whew, I want to thank you, everybody, for showing up, being awesome, being part of the show. TC dude, acting all cool over there. Yep, with those glasses. And just
I
let
try,
you know,
brother.
just let you know, I still got that thing. I haven't forgot it. Boom.
Hey,
Right there.
oh, sweet. Nice logo.
Yeah.
Tortoise is like, it's nothing, I just did it while I was sipping my coffee one morning. No thing,
Well, I was playing around with editing and AI art, like the glasses I made, the cards I made, but the skull part is like there's actually glasses underneath the glasses, but I made the glasses look different. And, I'm like had fun with it, did the little circle around it, all that jazz. I had
Very
fun.
cool.
Yeah, it
Very
was
cool.
just it's like an hour-long project. Teach you to do, never paid me for it. No,
yeah, send me the bill.
I did it
You
because
got paid in exposure.
I actually did it because I was curious because I saw his logo. I'm like, well, you can have like you can have that logo like for printing and stuff. I'm like, well, you could have a like more updated logo for like when he does certain videos or whatnot. I'm like, so I sent him the video. He got the logo, and I pick on him about it just for fun. No, I'm not really looking for payment for it. I'm just giving you shit on that. All right, let's be serious. I had fun with it. That was all it was about. Yeah.
Experimenting. You never know, man. Sometimes
Well,
you just
you
gotta
won't
like
believe-
jam on the guitar and make some weird notes, and you never know,
That's
what
right.
comes out.
That's right.
Inspiration can come from anywhere.
You never know because I've like last couple big projects done, I've learned something new about the program I use. So it's you never know. You don't. But with that, my friends, I want to say thank you guys for watching, being awesome, and I want to remind you that it's always healthy and always a good idea to listen to your Lord and awesome leader, Megatron.
Shockwave! What is your command, Megatron?
Subscribe for Magic the Gathering and other content for evil fun.
Fear not, Megatron. Cybertron shall